Key levels are as crucial to a technical analysis trader as brakes are to a driver. Yet many traders fail to identify the important ones and end up trading on levels with not much significance. In this video, I'll show you guys how I mark out key levels or zones that never fail to hold price consistently. I'll also be exposing some key factors that gives me confidence that price will respect my key zones. After learning these secrets, you will no longer confuse key levels with minor zones and will definitely trade with precision henceforth. Before I continue, ensure to hit the subscribe button and also turn on your notification so that you will not miss our next trading video. Also drop a comment below to let me know what topic to treat next. What are key levels and why do they matter in trading? Key levels are special price points in a chart where the market often reacts, either by stopping, reversing, or bouncing. Think of them like important spots on a road where cars often slow down or change direction, maybe traffic lights or roundabouts and stuff like that. So why do key levels really matter? Key levels matter because they show you where buyers and sellers are active. Key levels help you know where to enter and exit a trade. All right, they can help you set stop loss and take profit points more wisely. So if you've been having issues exiting your successful trade, you don't know where to place your take profit, or maybe the market is not doing well and you probably are still hoping that it will go in your direction at some point and you want to set a proper stop loss, you need to master identifying key levels appropriately. A lot of traders don't know this. A lot of traders just jump at any reversal points they see in the market. But there are some secrets I'm going to be explaining in this video that will help you make more precise decisions, right? Once a key level is identified, it can signal a high probability trade opportunity, right? So, for example, look at this chart. Here you can see that we have our resistance zones here. Okay, you can see that price has consistently been dropping from that level, right? So basically, that is our resistance level. So price went all the way up to this zone and then dropped. And then it went again to that same spot, right? That same level. And then dropped downwards. The next time price gets to that level, right? Whatever time again price finds its way to that level, there's a high chance that it will reverse at that zone, right? There's a high chance that it will reverse again at that level. And that could be a possible trade opportunity. That's the reason why key levels are very important. You need to be able to identify them correctly. Now, there are common mistakes most traders make. And a lot of times, they pay attention to too many levels. They end up drawing too many lines on the charts, which might be quite confusing. They make this mistake because they either don't know or maybe they don't just follow support and resistance secrets. Some of them I'll be sharing in this video, so stick around. Now I want to show you guys how I do it. I want to show you how I mark out my key levels and how they help me take successful trades. First of all, there are several rules to this. I'm going to be listing some of them. The first rule I look at is to ensure that price has rejected and reversed multiple times in the past. Emphasis on multiple rejections. So I'm going to be looking at somewhere like this. The reason why my eye has picked that place is because I have seen that consistently price has rejected. Rejection is very important here. So price has consistently rejected at that zone 1, You can see this much rejection here, the rejections here, the rejections here, the rejections here, right? So whatever price is doing, when it gets back to that place, I'm expecting that there will be another reversal from that level, right? That's rule number one. Number two, I pay attention to areas where price moves drastically away from a swing point, either a swing high or a swing low. Let me quickly show you guys what I mean. I hope I find that's okay. So okay, let me look at another chart. So you can see here price got to this level. I'm going to take these drawings out. So price got to this level and then moved drastically from that level. Okay, price moves drastically from that level. It happened again here. Happened again here. Right? So I want to see that consistently price has been moving drastically from a certain level. Why will I be paying attention to this over this? Is because there are more, you see here, there are more reversal points. There are more rejections, I mean, here. Of course, there are still a lot of rejections here, right? But it's important to also pay attention to the area that is most closer to current price level. So I'm going to take this out. So I will want to come closer to price level, and here is where I would consider my key level there, and I'm seeing more multiple rejections here. I've seen more rejections here. So here is very important to look at when looking out for key levels. What I'm saying here, it doesn't mean that you should just jump inside the market when price comes to your key level. There are other confirmations that you have to look out for. If you want more details, you should ensure to stay on this channel because I'll be dropping more lessons. So there are more confirmations you need to observe before placing a trade. This video is strictly to show you guys how I mark out my key levels. So why I'm putting this line here is because I've seen multiple rejections at that zone, and it's also closer to current price than this one. So I'll be paying more attention to that one over this one. Okay. So another rule I follow religiously is to pay attention to areas where price has turned support into resistance or resistance into support, as the case may be, and then still respect that zone repeatedly. Hopefully I'll find okay, so look at this. I'm going to place my line here, my horizontal line here. Now if you pay attention to that place, you'll see that there were multiple rejections at that area, multiple rejections at that zone, and then price was below that zone for a while. Price was consistently respecting that zone. It was formerly resistance zone, so price kept respecting it until eventually there was a breakout, right? And then when price came back to that zone, it became resistance, right? Price kept going back from there, even though it managed to break a little from here and still fake out a bit, but it still found its way up from that zone. So anytime price comes back to that zone, anytime price comes back to that place, I'll be expecting price to go back up from there. If price eventually breaks that zone, right? If price breaks that zone, I'll be expecting price to turn that zone to resistance and consistently respect that zone. If it doesn't happen that way, I will automatically invalidate that setup. So I want to see that when price breaks support and turns into resistance, or when price breaks resistance and turns it into support, I want to see that it consistently respects that zone still, right? By that I mean, if just like what I explained here, if support here, if resistance here becomes support, I want to see that the support consistently holds price for a while before I can have confidence in that level, right? I want to see that support consistently holds price for a while before I can have confidence in that zone. And if support becomes resistance, I want to see that price consistently also respects that resistance for a while. I want to see multiple reversals at that level before I can deem that place fit for my key zone, right? I'm just going to look out for more examples. Okay, here we just had one reversal after price had broken out and turned resistance to support here. Okay, again, you see here it started respecting that price here was support, and then here it became resistance, and then eventually it starts respecting that resistance. It has consistently respected that resistance over time. You can see there are multiple rejections there, there are multiple reversals there. So whenever price comes back to that zone, I'll be expecting a pullback or a drop again from that level. Okay, and if eventually it breaks out, if it doesn't respect and probably breaks out and makes that place become support again, I also want to see multiple um reversal to the upside. That means I want to see that price consistently respects that new support for like a couple of times before I can be confident that that place is a key zone. Okay. Another rule that I follow so much is that I like to find levels closest to the current price. I want to see that my levels are very close to the current price. So what I usually do is I go to lower time frames and still repeat the same thing, right? More like rinse and repeat. Find the key zones, make sure that I look at areas where price rejects and reverses multiple times. And then I also want to see that price moves drastically away from a swing point, either swing low or swing high from that level, right? I also want to pay attention to areas that price has turned to support, or areas where price has turned support to resistance, resistance to support, and then consistently respects that zone. And then if I also am lucky to see that these levels, that all of this has happened, is closer to my current price, then I'm confident to trade from that zone. One more secret I need to spill is to find your levels where trend line aligns with your support and resistance. You want to find a level where trend line aligns with your support and resistance. Okay, here you can see that consistently price had been making a move to the upside consistently, and then what do you see here? Observe here that apart from this trend line aligning here, we also had multiple rejections at that level, right? We also had multiple rejections at that level, and then reversals at that level too. And then price now comes to that zone where our trend line aligns with our horizontal line right there. You can see how strong that movement was to the upside. Okay, so anything that makes price to come back to a level where my horizontal line, that is my support and resistance zone, align with my trend line, then that's a perfect place where I want to be executing my trades from. Like I said, these are not the only things you look out for before taking a trade. This video is strictly to just show you how to identify those key levels. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments, and also ensure to join our free Telegram group where we share more insights that will be helpful in your trading journey. The link would be in the description of this video, so check it out. All right, let's look at another example. Here we can see I'm going to take all of this out. I'm going to take this out. Now, I have seen some rejections at this level. Okay, here you can see the price rejected here, rejected here, rejected here. Remember, one of the rules is to see multiple rejections and reversals in the past at a certain level. So here we have that. You can see consistently price kept rejecting around that base, and then you see this drop from that same zone. Okay, and then I'll be expecting price to go back to that level. If that happens, that's where I am interested in taking my trades from. Okay, so if I also place my trend line here, you can see that there's a trend here. If you want to know how to draw trend lines, make sure you look at the previous video I posted on trend lines. Search this channel and you see where, of course, it's just the immediate previous video I posted on trend lines. So make sure you look at that video and learn how to do it correctly. If you also want more details, you can reach out, be a part of our mentorship program where I walk my students through step by step how I do it. So if price, now we have a trend line here, yeah? If price comes to this level, remember I said that one of the rules is to see price come together with is to see price align with your support and resistance level. So if price comes to that level and you see that it has aligned with your trend lines, your support and resistance, then that is a stronger zone, that is a stronger level for you to trade from. So that's another important fact about key levels. Drop your comments and let me know how you identify your key levels. I'll see you guys in the next video.